What's up?
Hey man, have you ever heard or had Ballechin single malt before?
I have not. I have not.
Man, me either. I don't even see that name very often.
Well, we have to give it a go, man.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Cool. What's up?
What it look like, people?
How you be? I'm Brent.
I'm Fred.
We are
The Spirits Brothers.
What we got today, bro?
Man, this is a mystery. This is a mystery single malt.
Okay.
We got a bottle of. I'm not even sure how you pronounce this.
I know it's burnt. It's been burning a hole in this in my room down here for a while, man. what's it looking like?
Yeah, I appreciate you picking that up for me. I think
I'm the secondary mule.
You the secondary mule.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had another mule associated with Benny's in Chicago.
Yeah.
Hey, Monique.
Yeah.
And I asked her to bring me some stuff back, and I just have a curiosity about how I would pronounce this.
Well, how would you pronounce it?
I think the H is silent. I think it's Ballechin.
Okay.
So maybe somebody will put a comment.
It's 11 year. Oh, what is it here? 54.6% ABV. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And so yeah, this is a cask strength. It's a
Signatory.
It's a Signatory Vintage.
Yeah.
And one of the things that a lot of the people in the Scotch world are really kind of raving about right now is when the spirit is finished in Manzanilla sherry cask. Okay. And so this one it's finished in Manzanilla sherry cask. And the other provenance or information that's on the bottle, it says distilled on May or 21st of May 2004, bottle on September 2nd, 2015 from cask number 270. And this is a limited bottle run this is bottle number 260 of number 507.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I love independent bottlings. I love the information that you get on them. It helps me to make what generally have been good decisions about what it is I'm purchasing. And I wanted to try this because I'd never had Ballechin before, or at least I thought I'd never had it before. And then I found out something about Ballechin that made me second guess my decision whether I should have gotten this.
What's that?
So I'm gonna rain on somebody's parade right now.
Heavily peated. I just seen that in fine print.
Heavily peated?
Yeah.
So, I have purchased a number of single malt bottlings, and there's one that stands alone as the bottle that I clearly disliked the most.
What would that be?
It was something called...
I'll bite on this. What would that be?
It was something called Edredor 10. Edredor 10.
Okay.
And I bought it from one of our Zoom guys.
Okay.
He's a collector, and I don't know how old it was. I don't remember, any of that other than it was an Edredor 10.
Okay.
And I just never got to the point where I found a sweet spot or a good, enjoyable tasting moment from consuming that particular single malt. And I went through the whole bottle, and it was like, I almost turned away from single malts because of that bottle. So guess what? Edredor, I found out, is the non-peated version of Ballechin.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm...
So what'd you get for this?
To be honest with you, I don't remember. I think it was around $100. It might have been a little bit less than that. It was somewhere between $85 and $100, something like that.
Well, I didn't see the heavily peated before. Now it's gotten my interest sparked. And you've had it sitting here poured in glasses for a minute, and unlike most peated whiskey that you do usually, it just fills the room with that aroma of peat and smoke, and this did not do that.
No, I don't really.
Which is unusual for that.
Well, and so
because if you pop a bottle of some Amador or something like, some Ardbeg or something like that, it filled the room with peat right away. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and so part of the reason why I wanted to pour this so far in advance, and folks, this has been sitting in the Glencairns probably for about 15, 20 minutes now. The part of the reason why I wanted to pour it so far in advance is because when I had that bottle of Ecuador, I wasn't aware of the fact that sometimes you need to allow the spirit to sit in the glass to open up. So I was pouring it and drinking it and trying to find what it was I liked about it, and I never did.
You still looking?
not from that Ecuador, because that bad boy is gone. And I'm not saying bad boy in a good way either. Yeah, let's do that. I get the peat on it.
Yeah, but you got to go in there to get it though.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to go in and get it. But once you go in,
it's there.
It's right there. It's right there. I'm picking up some mint.
I'm getting some chocolate too.
You know what is that chocolate mint candy? The little flat ones that
little wafers?
Yeah, the ones that they give you at restaurants sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Your peppermint patty?
No, not your. I mean, that actually has that note too, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. There's another one that's
it's got the little chocolate, a little green in there.
Yeah. That's the one I'm talking about. I can't think of the name of it, but yeah, that's the note that I'm picking up, especially since you said the chocolate, because it's there.
Yeah, peat, not as much smoke, but peat, but not as much smoke. It's got interesting, man. I'm interested to get a little sip of this now.
I know you the peat head, bro. You the peat head.
That bottle been sitting down in that corner for quite some time, man. I might have had to do a little sip on there to see what we were working with.
You know, see, I figured you didn't know that it was heavily peated.
I did.
I'm glad about that. I wanted us to try this together. So this is, again, this bottle is brand new. This is the neck pour that we have in the glasses here.
Got a lot of nice color on it, man.
Yeah, it's actually got a lot of color for just being 11 years.
Got some pretty good legs on it.
So Manzanilla sherry. So sherry is going to actually contribute to a lot of this color that's in here.
Let's see if we can grab some sweetness off this, some taste. Cheers.
Let's do it.
That's interesting. But that peat just jumps you. And you know, just off the first taste, it doesn't drink like a really high proof bottling either.
I don't know about that one, bro.
I'm not getting that real high proof off of that right away. Not that it's not there, but I mean, it's not slapping you in the face is what I'm getting at.
No, it's not like it's hot. To be honest with you, that first sip kind of, you know, sometimes every once in a while you have a sip that goes down.
Got to the wrong place?
Yeah, got to the wrong place. It went down to the wrong part. It went to the wrong part of the pipe, and it'll make it seem hot.
Yeah.
And so that's what the first sip did. But what it also did was the sherry on this is actually very prominent. It's like that chocolate mint candy covered in sherry. You know, almost like some sort of dessert that you might get. Some sort of berry dessert that you might get at Ruth's Chris after a good steak or something like that.
That's interesting.
I'm not picking up a lot of complexity. I'm picking up, really what it tastes like is almost exactly what it knows is like, except the sherry. The sherry becomes a big part of the mix.
It does.
Yeah. It's like that chocolate minty candy, and then when you drink it, it's like that's
what it tastes like.
It tastes like, but it's got the sherry.
The sherry comes over and kind of coats the back of your tongue.
Yeah, it does.
But I'm just not getting, what is it, 54, 56?
I thought it was 57.
No, it's 54, 54.6.
Okay.
It ain't coming off as cask to me.
So that's 109 proof, bro.
Yeah, maybe it's like maybe it's the sherry and the sweetness off that chocolate and the mint, but I'm not getting to where I'm being just knocking my doors off with the strength of it, which is not a good or bad thing. It's just a thing. A lot of times you'll drink some high proof stuff like that, and it'll like, okay, let me sit up straight because I might have to hit me another time. That's not hitting me like that.
Yeah, it's hitting me a little bit different. I mean, to me, it's drinking.
It's really drinkable.
It's drinkable, but look, I mean, just talking about the ABV on it though. To me, it drinks. To me, it's not like. I mean, I wouldn't mistake this for like a 98 proof or maybe even 102 proof. To me, this drinks like about 108, 109, 110 proof alcohol.
I don't. To me, it's not hitting me like that. It's
not
drinking right at about 100 for me. You know, it's like it was somewhere in the 49, 50s.
You know, the thing that's interesting about this, and you know, I'm gonna go to my word that you don't like me to use, balanced.
Okay.
This is not out of balance, but the sherry on this, to me, is the sherry is prominent.
It's very prominent.
Yeah, it's very prominent.
Yeah.
And to me, I think I would like this a little bit better if the sherry was a little bit less prominent.
Well, if it was a little bit more complicated, it's either one or the other. It's not. It's just. It's a good thing, but it's just not very. It's just not very complicated. When you hit it, you get the peat, you get some of the smoke, and then you get the sweetness of the sherry, and you're done. But it's just, and it's that sherry that's lingering on the back of your tongue.
I agree with all of that.
It's not going nowhere. I mean,
I agree with that.
It's just kind of it's just an is thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's very drinkable.
Yeah. It's drinkable. It's surprising to me that the sherry is as prominent as it is, with this only being 11 years, and of course. It says sherry cask matured, so that means that it was probably an oak and then transferred to a sherry cask for some period of time. And it doesn't say, you know, if it was 3 months or a year or how long it was in the sherry cask. But it was in a sherry cask long enough. I'll just say that.
It's got some sweetness to it. It's got some not gonna say burnt sugar, but it's like a toasted sugar taste to it back there, and I'm not sure if I'm getting that confused with the sherry, but there's another little sign of some sweetness back in there that I'm getting on that. And it's not a negative thing, it's just it's extremely sweet, you know.
Well, the other thing too, I'm not really a person who can pick out what a Manzanilla sherry, but if I had to guess, I would say that it is the type of sherry that comes closest to being having a port kind of note to it, because it actually tastes like it also is finished in
a
the port.
Cast finish.
Yeah, and so I'm attributing that to the Manzanilla.
Okay.
So this is good.
I wish we knew what the price was, because I'd be a little interested. You know, not that it matters. We can show that down on the bottom on the tape.
And we will show it because we have the information.
Because it's for the price. You know, if it was somewhere in the $50-$60, I could see this all day long. You know, if it popped up into the 70s or 80s, I'd be a little reluctant on it. But if it was on a table somewhere and was drinking and I seen it, it's like, oh, somebody wants something sweet, a little bit peaty, smoky, you need to try this. You know.
Well, I'll say this. I don't think this is for an entry-level Scotch drinker.
No, it's a mid-range Scotch drinker that's looking to be introduced into peat and smoke.
This is for somebody who has
been drinking for a while,
who drinks Isla or peaty smoky Scotches and wants to try something different. Yeah. That's who this is for. This is not for the novice, because it's kind of an aggressive profile.
And then you get the high ABV on it. You know, it is cask strength.
Yeah.
You know,
so. Well, you know,
man, it's a good. We would say it's about the journey, man.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say, bro.
It's about the journey.
That's great minds think alike, Doc.
It's about the journey, brother. Yeah, bro. You know. Hey, if you like this, hit the like button. You know, ring the bell. Hey, share us. You know, send us a note. You know. And
I particularly would like for the folks that are the more experienced Scotch drinkers who have either had this or have some knowledge about it to please. Make comments about your experience with this or something similar to it, and because I'd like to be able to compare other folks' experience with this to see if what we're thinking is somehow
along the same line.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah. So anyway, you all have a wonderful week.
We're out.